Look at the temperature out here. It's 102. Yes, it is. Not to you. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of Financial Mistakes. As you can see, this guy is working on his car because it's broken. Typical Miata stuff, you know, boring. So today is the day I finally install my Brembo big brake kit. I have the calipers right here. These are from a Integra Type R DC5. I got right here some drilled and slotted rotors. These are supposed to fit, they're originally for an S2000, but to clear the Brembos you have to put these on the car. Have the Brembo brake pads, and these are from an Infiniti G35 or Nissan 350Z Brembos. And got right here some brand new Stop Tech stainless steel braided brake lines. These things are super nice. Come with everything, washers, the bolts, the banjo fittings, and it's gonna be nice. Also comes with all of the hardware, comes with the pins, and these calipers are actually rebuilt, supposedly. Kind of believe it, they look brand new, pretty much. They just don't have the sticker on them. I do have the sticker there in this envelope right here. I'm not gonna put clear coat over it. I'm just gonna slap the sticker on and install it on the car. If it falls off, then I'll just get it cleared in the future. Came with the bolts and everything. As you can see here, these are longer than the regular Type S bolts, so you can't use the regular Type S bolts, you have to use the Integra Type R bolts. See, they're a little bit longer. So the only thing that's concerning me in the installation is that this bleed screw, you see how it's sitting perfectly straight from right here, and it's not crooked whatsoever. It fit in nicely, it's not crusted or nothing. And then you look at this one and you can tell it's not straight, and it looks like they put some kind of like anti-leak or something, or like that Teflon tape, and it's slightly tilted at an angle. I just hope that doesn't cause any leaks. Holds pressure. It'd suck if it does. These were pretty expensive, so better work. Brembo. Yeah. Obviously, first you wanna jack off. What did he say? Jack up the car. All right, so I have the wheel off. It's pretty simple. It's just like doing regular brake job, but you're gonna have to take off that C-clip, just remove that bolt. Obviously, just remove these calipers, screws for the rotors. Man, you guys know how to do brakes. All right, so I already took off the caliper, and I'm gonna go ahead and test fit the Brembos. But before we get to that, a lot of people have troubles taking off these screws. These ones right here. Going on. Oh, I'm actually missing one. But what I recommend is buying one of these. It's a kind of like a hydraulic screwdriver. When you hammer it on this end, it drives this one way or the other. You just choose a setting you want, and when you smack it, it'll twist the bolt out, and especially since these are super rusty, it'll break free the rust from the vibration of the smacking and break it loose, and you don't got to strip it with a screwdriver and then have to drill it out later, because that is no fun. might need to hit it multiple times or even harder. This one came off without too much of a fight like that. Alright, so in terms of diameter, the S2000 and the RSX Type S brake rotors in the front are actually the same size diameter wise. However, the distance between the actual the end of it, the hub, and the rotor is smaller on the S2000 side. So technically it'll sit more outside than the RSX. When you see that hat is sticking out a little more versus this one. So that's what helps you give you the extra clearance, so you can mount the Brembos. So right now I'm just gonna test fit everything. This is how it looks so far. The Brembo caliper is snug by hand, it's not tight at all. I didn't put the screws in for the rotors yet, so that way it can still wiggle in case I need room. And so far it clears everything. I did just have to bend this heat shield back a little bit so that the Brembo, the back of the caliper actually clears. Probably later on I am just gonna cut it right here so it's, and maybe deburr it so it looks nice. It doesn't have to be bent. Maybe it'll rattle, I'm not sure. But right now I'm gonna test fit the wheel, make sure it actually fits, because what's the point of doing this if the wheel doesn't fit? I'm gonna have to get spacers, and that's gonna take a while for them to ship and stuff because I'm gonna get them hub-centric. But anyways, let's see if it fits. Sorry I didn't show you guys the actual like installation video. You know, everybody's done brakes, and these Brembos, they're not really hard to install whatsoever. It's just you know, the line, run it 2. Make sure you have both copper washers. There's gonna be 2 copper washers. You put them in there, you tighten it to the specifications that you're supposed to, and make sure you tighten this very well. Hold on. Make sure you tighten this part very well. This where the brake line meets the rest of the line that goes to the proportioning valve. You don't have to get new brake lines. You don't have to get stainless steel braided brake lines. You can use the stock brake lines and just install them onto the Brembo calipers. But you know, if you're gonna upgrade to better your calipers, might as well upgrade these. It's gonna be old. You know, the car's 2006, so you know it's gonna go to the track. These are very strong. They won't bubble. They won't bulge. You're gonna give your braking much more of a responsive feel, and it won't feel spongy like sponge cake or whatever the hell is spongy. Also, on another note, this dust shield for this car, it protrudes all the way out to right here, and it is touching the caliper, and it is low-key in the way of the line. So what I ended up doing, I did bend it back, but I didn't like the way it looked, so I just cut it instead with some of those cutters right there. They're just tin snips. I didn't want to bust out the tool, the Dremel. I didn't feel like doing that, so I just cut it right here, as you can see. It does look low-key kind of ugly, but I did hammer it so it won't cut you anymore. I mean, like, it's not sharp at all. I can rub my hand on this. I did just hammer it. I am gonna end up filing this if I can find my files, just so like when I'm doing brakes I don't cut myself and have a lot of fun with that. Alright, so despite how ugly that looks, it is no longer sharp. I just kind of used this file right here that I have. It's just whatever. I just went ahead and filed it. It's pretty simple. Got these at Home Depot in case you're wondering. They're pretty cheap. Comes with a set of like 3 of these, different grades. It's like 10 bucks. Just don't drop these because they'll break like glass. Also, when you're installing these Brembos, just don't use an impact when you're installing them, because remember these calipers, I'm not sure if you all knew this, but they're aluminum. You see, this is steel. Aluminum is not magnetic. That is. So don't go ugga-dugga-ing these with the impact and be like, oh, what are they getting? What does righty-tighty turn into lefty-loosey? it got all loose and it's broken. And I gotta get new ones. So tighten them to spec, please.
Or you will pay.
Also make sure you clean the rotor really nice on both sides, or else you're gonna have squealing or just not completely great braking power. So low-key a little bit bummed. These wheels didn't fit without any spacers. They didn't clear the wheels, the calipers. They didn't clear the calipers. So I did buy some AutoZone spacers.
Oh! Ew! Dude! What the fuck?
They fit pretty, fitment's pretty janky, not gonna lie. They're 8mm spacers. I don't even think I'm gonna drive with these. I already ordered some new ones. Some actual spacers that are hub centric, so that way they fit properly and I don't experience anything wrong, because I don't want to put some cheap stuff on the car. They should be here in maybe a day or two, hopefully. So I'm gonna wait for that. I'm not gonna drive the car until I get those spacers. I don't feel like driving with these spacers like this. Damn. The only thing that sucks about white wheels, they get dirty so fast. Check this out. Disgusting. Literally, these wheels were so close to clearing. They were only, I'd say, like 2mm, because this thing is 8mm spacer, and the clearance between the wheel and the brake caliper is 5mm. So I guess I was 3mm off. So I did buy 5mm spacers. So it's gonna be pretty close, but you know, the distance between here will never change unless you crash. But it looks pretty dope. I want to see it when it drives. How it looks like when it's spinning. It looks pretty neat. Also, just, you know, spin the wheel, make sure you clear. You don't want to be spinning your wheel and all of a sudden, oh, it's snagged on something. It'll be better if you spin it by hand than drive the car, which will cause irreparable damage. So guys, it is a brand new day. It has been a couple days since I started working on this, but I did run with that issue that the threads were messed up on the caliper. So, on the right side, just found out that yeah, this thing is pretty screwed. Look at those threads chewed up. It's a little right here. Threads on this don't look damaged, but right here, yep. See the little metal shavings in there? Not doing too good. Yeah, these actually look pretty sick. Coming all black. I dig it. So I kind of went ahead and installed everything, you know, off camera. I just kind of speed ran it, to be honest. And I did, I don't know how, but I actually managed to fix the threads, and now I drove it around the block already. It drives nice, it brakes, it stops, you know what it's supposed to do. Let me show you really quick. On this side, you can see, whoops. There's the spacer. You see it's hub centric, it sits almost flush. Let me get a light. So it sits pretty much almost flush. It's hub centric. The center of the hub, it fits perfectly. There's like no gapping issues, so it's not gonna spin around, it's not gonna move around or cause any wobbling. And so the end result of the fitment is that, come on, focus, about that much. It's only a couple mil, not too much space, but it's more than enough actually. Now coming to the other side, let's see here. not the prettiest thing in the world, but I did manage to get the job done. So there it is, ladies and gents. That's the new bleeder screw. So I bought this at O'Reilly's. It's just like an oversized fitting. I had to drill a hole here first, and then this just stays in here, and then this top piece is what actually does the bleeding. So this is just like a casing, and I put some thread sealant. Come up here. I did use some of this Permatex thread sealant. Works pretty good. Haven't had an issue so far. I did drive it pretty hard the other day. Where's that tap that I used? Well, this is the drill bit that I used. Well, I went smaller. Tried tapping it with this so you can get that like OEM kind of size, but this is too small, so I did have to use another fitting. One thing I still need to do is put on the Brembo sticker. I'm not gonna put the clear coat over it, just because time's sake, and I don't feel like taking it to a shop and get clear coated. It has to be high heat clear coat. You can't just put whatever. So this side still has a sticker. It looks pretty good. I do have a couple spare stickers somewhere. Here they are. So I'm just gonna put this on. Maybe later, probably when I wash the car. Yeah. So guys, all in all, I'm pretty happy with how these came out. I did have to do some work, and it didn't come out like as nice as I wanted it to on the right side, but what can you do really? I don't want to spend more money on new calipers, and they don't even make, I can't just go and buy one. What am I gonna do? Walk up to somebody and be like, hey, can I just get one caliper? No, that's not happening. Dealerships don't have them here. They're pretty much almost impossible to find. So I did what I could, and hey, it turned out pretty good. No leaks, no nothing. Looks pretty nice. Pretty happy with the results overall. Let me know what you guys think in the comments.